Contextual lighting, activate! Hi. Are couple vloggers okay? Couple vloggers seem to exist entirely within this pocket dimension of YouTube where the algorithm never changed since 2014, extremely fake pranks never fell out of style, children's content moderation never vastly improved, and being loud is still seen as the same as being entertaining.
What's good, YouTube? You already know what it is. It's your boy Damien, and I'm back once again, guys.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Today, I'm picking up today's and we're going to our favorite coffee shop.
It's actually insane how many of these channels repeatedly pole vault the line of what's okay on the internet and then face absolutely no consequences. There's a lot of theories as to why this is such a widespread phenomenon. My pet theory is that it's like the concept of absolute clout corrupts absolutely multiplied by 2. Even if one of the pair grows a conscience, the other one can always pull them back in line by reminding them that, babe, but we're popping off. So it's okay that we post that domestic abuse prank. It seems the only way to put a stop to them is to wait for the inevitable "we broke up" video, because of course there's going to be behind-the-scenes issues that come with publicizing and monetizing your entire relationship. Drinking game, take a shot every time a "we broke up" video includes the line, "We just forgot where the line was between what was real and what was content." And yeah, of course you did. Your job is to lie to children. We'll talk about that more later, but yeah, kids are the reason this shit still festers. Is that what they call him, Uncle Fester? In the Addams Family? Cause like a festering wound or mold and stuff? Huh. Kids don't have media literacy. They're easily drawn in by bright colors, loud noises, and silly faces, and a lack of quality isn't going to deter them all that much. Who do you think is watching this? It ain't adults. But if the content is for kids, why are they posting stuff like this then? Well, it may seem like a contradiction, but it's really not, because kids are also drawn in by forbidden topics, like sex and violence.
When was the last time you gave Sloppy Toppy?
Speaking of sex and violence, I wasn't making up the domestic abuse prank thing earlier. There are, oh my god, so many of these, it's disturbing.
He's gonna do the abusive boyfriend prank on Best Friends.
I just hit her because she was acting up. I'll hit her again.
And circling back to the behind-the-scenes issues, do you think someone who films, edits, and publishes a video like this has a healthy view on relationships? Comment below. Which brings me to an important disclaimer I should make. There are a depressing amount of stories from people, especially women, in these types of relationships who were victims. And they felt obligated to make this type of content due to coercion from their partner. And leaving that situation meant not just the physical threat of an abusive partner, but also the threat of an extremely famous person turning their fan base on them and ruining their life. It's not my place to speculate whether any of these relationships are abusive if there is no evidence for it, nor is it my place to say if that absolves the victims in these scenarios for profiting off of predatory content in the first place. But I say all this to make it clear that I don't think it's appropriate to just cast a blanket statement that everyone involved in all of these videos is terrible and call it a day. We don't know everything that goes on when the camera stops recording. That being said, the content is still predatory and deserving of criticism, and that extends to the people who make it until we know otherwise. Okay? Okay. So whenever I'm gathering footage to use in a video, I always use an incognito tab. Because, you know, obviously I don't make videos about good content. I thrive on negativity. What can I say? I love being a hater. I rather like the state of my recommended tab for the most part, and whenever I'm watching good content I enjoy, I don't really want to contaminate it with PragerU videos or whichever barely disguised fetish video Samir Bhavnani made this week. No thank you, I'm full. The downside to this, of course, is that I have to be reminded that Mr. Beast exists via the 10,000 copy-pasted thumbnails that YouTube plasters all over the homepage. Side note, what the fuck did they do to this guy's face? This face is going to show up in my nightmares and offer me $1 million if I can solve his riddles 3. Why do they look like this? Is this how you get views? Just blasting your face with a full-strength beauty filter? The upside to browsing on incognito is that the algorithm has next to nothing to go off of, and it's very eager to get recommending. So as soon as you so much as type something into the search bar, it will take that and run with it. And such was the case when I was editing my last video, wherein I was reviewing media aimed at children that was really only interested in profit, and then YouTube said, oh, okay. So you want to see a lot of that, right? And that's when I saw it. The most incredibly bananas video title my eyes have ever and will ever witness. We got hunted by the FBI in real life. I don't think I need to say this, but no, they didn't. This is Qwaint and her husband, Chad Wild Clay. Now I know what you're thinking. Those have got to be fake names, for sure, right? Your name is Qwaint, and you married a guy named Chad Wild? Talk about opposites attract. V and Chad are couple vloggers, but there's a key difference between them and the other couple vloggers. You'll know it when you see it, and they are extremely successful. One might say wildly success. Chad wildly. Fuck, let's just watch the video.
There's police right in front of our safe house.
Should you answer?
Yeah, we're not doing anything wrong.
Oh, it's the FBI.
Chad Wild Clay and Qwaint.
Yeah?
This is Agent Woods. I'm Agent Lynch. We're with the FBI. We got a complaint going on that this house is being rebuilt into some kind of a ninja training camp.
I feel like I just got thrown out of a helicopter. What? There's a lot to unpack here. They're in a safe house, apparently, and the FBI is not hunting them, just kind of quietly knocking on their door. And then Chad opens the door and says, oh, it's the FBI.
Oh, it's the FBI.
Like they're coming over for a cup of sugar. And the FBI, who have so kindly donated both their body cam footage and their headshots to V and Chad, say,
We got a complaint going on that this house is being rebuilt into some kind of a ninja training camp.
is that how the 911 call went? You gotta help me. They're making a ninja training camp. They're putting trampolines in the yard.
Chad, I didn't think we were gonna invite them in.
Well, we're building a training center.
Is this how you get views? Just blasting your face with a full-strength beauty filter?
The editing is just so fucking bonkers. Like earlier in the first frame of the video, we've got 4 different totally not distracting low-res GIFs playing at once because, lest you forget, this is for babies. Oh, and how do we spice up the FBI telling us they got a complaint? You just put a little guy down there yelling at his phone. That's necessary. And this is how they explain their ninja training camp.
It's kind of like a gym, but for like ninjas and spies.
And you can learn stuff.
There's gonna be fun stuff like trampolines, arcade games.
Keep in mind that this is like a police interrogation. Officer, you have to listen to me. I was on a date with a girl at the time. I didn't get home until 10, and that's when I found the body.
What's with the camera, by the way? We really don't need to be recorded right now.
Yeah, let's put that away.
We're YouTubers,
It's our job to film this stuff.
and we're in our house, so I feel like we have the right to use our camera.
Hell yes, Queen. Know your rights. A cab. You should always film cops, by the way, especially if they're not gonna send you their body cam footage later.
So I feel like we have the right to use our camera.
It's really uncomfortable to have that thing in our face constantly.
I love the cut between the selfie angle and her just going, stay back.
Agent Woods, could you go take a look around?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
How many gamer chairs do they have in that house? That's too many. You know what? They should go to jail. That's too many gamer chairs. I'm taking a stance right now. You should not own more than 1 gamer chair per household, and if you elect me this November... So I should probably explain the ninja thing. Yeah, they think they're spy ninjas, to the point that that's what they call themselves. That's the big thing that sets them apart. They're spy ninjas, and their videos are all part of this grand storyline. And it's not just V and Chad. Apparently there are other children's YouTubers that are a part of this big spy ninja cinematic universe. This makes for just an absolute novel of a video description. After Chad Wild Clay made I Turned My House into a Middle School for a Day, Qwaint created If Among Us Was in Stranger Things, Daniel Gizmo uploaded Using My Ex-Girlfriend to Make My Girlfriend Jealous, V and Chad are under investigation by the FBI. Spy ninjas might be in violation of federal codes for rebuilding their safe house into a ninja training center, where all across the city, including battle royals, against causing the breakout of 100 prisoners back in May. Spy ninjas collaborated with known criminal mastermind trying to take down PZ9 and Project Zorgo. V starts to notice there's something oddly familiar about one of the officers, the spy ninjas as we know it. That's why they're in a safe house. It's part of the story, I guess. But what do they need to be safe from? Well, luckily, this is where Chad explains to us, and also the FBI, their backstory.
Project Zorgo is an evil organization. They're a bunch of hackers.
Okay.
Well, they're trying to hack YouTube, and they're trying to control what people can watch. They're like trying to censor everything.
Okay.
PZ9, he's our friend Melvin, okay? He put on this mask, and it has this weird mist or something. It makes him turn evil, okay?
Okay.
And it shoots this fog out when he does bad things. It teaches him to be bad, essentially.
Okay. So, yeah. You're caught up now, right? This makes perfect sense.
Maybe you can start by telling me exactly what your intentions are with this training camp you're building.
It's not a camp. It's more of a training center.
It's gonna be here.
I love the fact that they're facing the camera when they answer his questions. Can you imagine what this looks like from a different perspective? Officer, you have to listen to me. I was on a date with a girl at the time. I didn't get home until 10, and that's when I found the body. Meanwhile, V has to explain the concept of fan art to the other agent.
Are you trying to teach people to commit crimes with these pictures?
We're kind of popular on YouTube, so we have fans that send us artwork.
So this is fan art. Seems suspicious to me. But V is getting suspicions of her own.
When you did that, the way that your hands are up, kind of familiar. Have we met before?
Nope, can't help you. Nope, never happened, never seen you before, never been in the same place before.
Acting.
Also, apparently V accidentally released 100 prisoners, and she looks just so heartbroken when she finds out.
We were just trying to help our friend get out and accidentally help Peters get out too. It's reaping! Oh my gosh!
The prisoners are on the loose in the city causing havoc. There have been reports of stolen cars, taking people's wallets, stealing money from ATMs, break-ins, and more.
And they're doing all of this without changing out of their bright-ass jumpsuits and conveniently in front of our cameras. But apparently that is not important to this video. It's just kind of flavor text. Meanwhile, the other agent is off doing his own thing when this happens.
These diapers remind me I gotta pee. Oh man.
Please tell me you're not gonna whip your dick out on this video. Please tell me that him pissing on camera is not part of this video.
What's up with the light?
Oh, thank God. We're under attack.
Hey, I need some help in here.
Oh man, that's Daniel Gizmo's home security system. Daniel!
Daniel!
Why did you make an exploding sink in here?
Yeah, that's a great question. Why is that there? That's not home security. It's just bad plumbing. Well, this sure is a predicament. How do they get him out?
Look around the room. Do you see any pictures of YouTubers?
Pardon?
Is there a word on the wall that doesn't have a YouTuber hung up next to it?
Yeah. It's exquisite.
Exquisite. Okay, yeah, look for just Dustin and hang him up under exquisite.
Okay, I got this guy. All right, yeah, right under here, under exquisite.
Oh.
So this home security system, which for some reason is localized entirely within the bathroom, which is a whole separate can of worms. To unlock this system, you need to take a paper photograph of a YouTuber and tape it to the wall underneath a word, which the system can somehow detect. How does the system detect it? I hope it ain't cameras. Reminder that just a second ago we were watching footage of a woman screaming, running for her life because a bomb was planted on her person. And now we're over here like, uh-oh, locked in the bathroom, solve the puzzle to get out. Call that move ninja tonal whiplash. So now we're at the halfway point of the video, and things start to take a turn. A piece of information gets revealed here. We'll get back to that. The agent who's been wandering around finds some nunchucks.
Something illegal. Hello.
The teleporting kind, I guess.
Boss. You gotta check this out.
Oh, that's your partner again.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's trapped in a pillow, apparently. It turns out owning teleporting nunchucks is grounds for arrest, apparently, and they start handcuffing Chad while V tries to find their nunchuck permit.
The certificate is in this room.
Alright, I hope so, for your sake.
I think it's over here.
Or maybe over here. Yeah, definitely prioritize the camera angle. I mean, it's only your husband's life as a free man that's at stake. And that's when V finds this.
Oh, thanks for fixing.
Oh no, they were hackers the whole time! And I would have gotten away with it too if I wasn't wearing my hacker merch. And then she fights him. You know, I'm glad that she's giving this her full, undivided attention and that she put the camera down so that she can win the fight. Wait, what is she doing?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Let me out of here!
Let me out of here! I'll break this door down eventually.
Oh my gosh, Chad! Chad!
Alright, V, you're a talented fighter in your own right, but you're gonna need Chad's help if you're gonna make it out of this. So you need to get him out of the handcuffs as soon as possible.
My locker gates here! They're in the lunchbox! Oh my god!
If only there's something you could do to make use of both of your hands. But alas.
Quick, he's getting up!
Okay, you free!
Bring it, fake FBI guy!
No, not the Habata chair. It has a built-in footrest and the lumbar support is so good. So the agents managed to escape outside, where we learn that 11.5 million subscribers doesn't earn enough money to buy an ND filter.
No sign of him!
What the heck is Project Zorgo doing sending fake FBI agents to our house?
Imagine being their neighbors and having to put up with this shit every day.
There's no sign of him!
What the heck is Project Zorgo doing sending fake
Honey,
FBI
it's
agents
that
to our
time
house?
of day
I gave
again.
that fake FBI agent too much
Don't give me that look. You were the one who wanted to live in the suburbs. And that's where the video ends, leaving me with the lingering question. Huh? Okay, actually I have a more specific question. How does one end up like this? How do you get to a point in your life where you are uploading videos in public pretending to be hunted by a team of mystical hackers? How does that become your life? Because I checked and they've been doing this for years. But in the beginning, V was just making fashion life hack videos and Disney bounding vlogs. Chad was doing this.
I need what you need. A genie moment, Prada, why you shit and die, yo.
Yes, I sure did dance across the road. Vietnamese are very good at swerving out of the way. Love your comment, Dave. Gotta be my favorite comment of the year. And thanks for letting everybody know I do my own music. Most people don't realize that. We, of course, had to throw in the Gangnam Style dance.
Got a boy chicken, I got
You can almost see the saturation slider going up and up as time progresses, and their videos are increasingly manufactured to get views and are increasingly targeted toward young kids. In fact, looking at some of the titles here, I'm immediately reminded of those Spider-Man Elsa videos where they would just mash together as many keywords as possible in the titles, because kids don't care about it being coherent, and also it helps these channels algorithmically. I rescue Hacker Girl from Project Zorgo in real life. CWC in Roblox for 24 hours. Project Zorgo chased me at 3 a.m. Chad Wildclay missing in escape room and Doomsday Date riddles. I'm trapped in a hacker's house for 24 hours. PZ9 Escape Room is a Hello Neighbor game challenge. Daniel Secrets Reveal, spending 24 hours solving clues about mom relatable moments school hacks. Stalker Reveal, you know, for kids. I'm genuinely surprised more people haven't been calling them out, considering how many of their videos are about kidnapping and stalking. Last year, V made a video where a hacker stole all her money, and there's a convenient little merch link in bio if you want to help out. And then they did it again, but this time they went to go accost real people for money right next to someone who actually needs money.
I'm the papa! I'm the papa! No!
They pretended that Chad's brother got kidnapped.
Spy ninjas, they got my brother!
And Chad himself pretended to be kidnapped by a pond monster or hacker. You know, one of those two equally plausible things. That video has in the title, I Need Your Help in Real Life, which is just super responsible. V pretended to be blind, because you know what they say about serious life-changing disabilities. It's a fun little YouTube challenge. They made a fake YouTuber apology, but it was actually about how they fictionally put the wrong fictional person in fictional jail. Hell, this isn't even the first time they've pretended to get arrested. But if we're being honest, all of this is just par for the course for irresponsible children's YouTube. This is just your average, everyday lying to children for clout. But something happens in the middle of the FBI video that is just on a completely new level. So during this interrogation, there's a very subtle plug for their tour. Because they're going on tour, I guess.
You guys are going on a tour?
What are they gonna do on tour? Are they gonna fight? Are they gonna fight on tour? I admit I'm morbidly curious how they plan to entertain crowds of children without their meth editing.
Tell me about this tour.
Yeah, we're gonna be putting on an awesome show for thousands and thousands of our Spy Ninja fans.
It's a very blink and you'll miss it plug. It only lasts 5 minutes. They teach the FBI agent how to buy tickets.
On your computer, type in spyninjaslive.com.
Sorry, what was that?
spyninjaslive.com.
Meanwhile, apparently the hackers have discovered a mysterious briefcase, and with that information, V and Chad have concluded that
they're using it to stop us on our tour.
He's probably gonna show up and try to ruin the whole thing.
Hey guys.
I feel he's gonna follow us to every single city and doing something really bad. We don't know exactly what's in the briefcase, but whatever is in there, it's gonna make Project Zorgo extremely powerful, and it's gonna completely ruin our tour.
Have you perhaps considered the implications of telling your, by design, extremely young and gullible fan base that the tour they're going to be in will be the target of a terrorist attack? I mean, what the fuck? How wildly, Chad, wildly irresponsible do you have to be to do this? What the fuck? What happens when some little kid calls 3 simple numbers because they're afraid for their and their favorite YouTuber's life? What happens when a hacker shows up on stage as part of the show and little kids rush the stage to try to help you? Or just start a mass panic? The leader for the original Project Zorgo is alive. How does he not care about the sword, but he care about Nunchucks? I was having a feeling that the agents were Project Zorgo and the wording, and I feel like the Spy Ninjas are also getting blamed for misunderstandings. I love the Spy Ninjas videos. I hope Regina and Melvin come back and realize you were trying to help them all along. Can't you at least tell the FBI agents that Harrison went missing the same way Joseph Banks did in The Hatch? Can't wait to see you on tour, V. I do karate so I can help you. And the main thing is honesty, loyalty, bravery, and I'm ready. The warrant guy is the guy that V was talking to about the fan art. Maybe Melvin is into this too, but my opinion, the warrant guy is a bad guy. Because when you guys were going to the police to rescue Melvin, he was so strict about Melvin. It's like Melvin did something wrong to him. It is like he is a part of Project Zorgo before Project Zorgo was defeated. Has my point been made yet? They're kids, they think this is real. This is the part of the video where I went from, well, if they had just communicated that this was fake, then there wouldn't be much wrong here, to, holy shit, this is so fucked up. And I know they know it's wrong, because they had to change the title. Now it just says, the FBI is shutting us down. Which, you know, also not true, even within the fiction of the story. So they went from outright denying that it's fake to just leaving it ambiguous. Cool. I wasn't kidding when I said this would have been okay if this was just an explicitly fictional skit. Like, the humor is kids show humor, but like, I can see why kids would find this funny.
Oh. Adult underpants, huh?
And incorporating your fan art into the story? That's really cute and wholesome. And the fight scenes are actually pretty good. The choreography is interesting and they're using the environment and props, and the camera work is kinetic and it dances with the action really well. There's genuine talent on display here. They could honestly work for a Hollywood stunt team, or even if they just wanted to stick to YouTube, they could use their full creativity and make actual skits and films on here and live a comfortable life. So why do they feel the need to do this? Well, I just answered my own question, didn't I? The goal isn't to have a comfortable life. The goal is to have the most comfortable life. The goal isn't to be successful. The goal is to be the most successful. It is the Sisyphean task placed upon all those who choose the influencer lifestyle. You can always get more views. And not only can you must. And so the videos must get bigger, and the clicks must be baitier, lest you be crushed by the boulder of obscurity. Thus saith YouTube. And the best way to push that rock is with kids. I feel like the metaphor is falling apart here. Like I mentioned before, kids are the secret to becoming absurdly popular on YouTube. They'll watch anything as long as it catches their attention. And they'll watch a lot of it. And bonus point, they're really easy to sell the world's lowest quality merch to. So you have this culture of constant growth combined with a material incentive to market to children, and we wonder why so many children's YouTubers, who should have the most responsibility towards their content, end up having the least.
I made it a point
earlier to express that not all of these types of YouTubers are completely at fault here, but there is someone or something that is. YouTube. Because they're not doing shit about this. Because they're making money from it too. And they will continue to allow it to happen as long as parents remain unaware and we neglect to hold YouTube accountable. But maybe I'm being a bit unfair here. Maybe YouTube is aware of the problem and would fix it, but maybe they're much too busy trying to fix a much more important problem. Let's check in on what they're up to. Oh. You know, once upon a time I was trying to make this video funny, and now it's just sad. That's where I'm gonna cut this off. If you enjoyed this video, ninja kick the like button, tape a printed picture of my face underneath the subscribe button, comment some third reference, and I will see you next time, unless of course I am hunted by the FBI, who were actually mystical hackers the whole time. Goodbye.